So this video is 5 things I like about my first generation Cirrus SR-20. And the first thing is that it's a Cirrus. So boom, it comes with the parachute. It has a rocket in there. There's a handle that you pull in the ceiling behind that cover. So you slow down to 135 knots, pull the handle, boom, plane shuts down. You got a parachute, you got a pretty good chance of surviving. Number 2, the second thing I love about this plane is it's composite. As you can see here, only the flight control surfaces really are metal. Everything else is composite, so it's a lot easier to clean, easier to take care of. Don't really have rust issues. It's very strong. It's slick. It's aerodynamic. It looks good. The third thing I like about this plane is the power plant, the propeller. It's just got a 200 horsepower Continental engine, IO360, and a constant speed prop. What I like about this plane is its prop controls is automatic. All I have is a mixture and a power lever. There is no prop lever. So what it is when I'm at full power, pretty much climbing out, this prop spinning 2700. It's controlled by a governor, which is oil controlled. And then when I power back a little bit, the prop slows to 2500 RPM and pretty much stays there for the whole flight. I can really adjust the power a lot and it'll stay at that speed. I got to pull the power back to almost idle to get the prop to start slowing down. This plane is slick. It wants to fly. It doesn't want to go slow. Probably the third thing I like about the plane is the fuel economy. Yeah, it's just a 200 horsepower engine, but I can power back, bring the manifold pressure down to probably 25 or so, and I'll be getting 9-10 gallons per hour fuel burn. And that's on a 60-gallon tank, which isn't bad. I've flown directly from St. Petersburg, Florida, 550 miles north with no problem. Still had like 10 gallons of fuel left, so that's pretty good fuel burn. The fourth thing I like about the plane is the comfort. Here I am strapped in, doors closed. I'm at the normal position that I would be flying in. And you can see I can reach the controls really well. My feet have plenty of room to operate the pedals. My legs aren't reaching for them. My legs aren't cramped. The seat's very comfortable, and then the newer ones are even better. All the controls are down here. So it's not like you're reaching for anything. You don't have to stretch your arms out. You can just rest your arm on the armrest, grab the power. Here's the mixture, fuel selector, boost pump switches, everything. It's all just right here. It's very well engineered. It makes a difference when you're flying long distances and you're not reaching all the way for controls, or, I don't have a yoke here in the middle to hit on my knees or anything. It's my phone mount, and my hand's just right here. The handrest is built into the door, and it's just very comfortable. When you're flying, it's slight movements. It's like this. It doesn't take much. It's not drastic, and it's very easy to hand fly. And you can just turn the autopilot on, trim it out, and just go for it. And the fifth thing I like about this plane is the overall design of the interior. It's very well designed. And this is a first generation, and the newer ones are better, of course. But it's just kind of like a car. Everything's right there in front of you. You've got all your flight instruments here. Your nav, radios, comm, autopilot, transponder, all that's right there. Your engine instruments are over here, and your heat and air or vents controls. Down here is your power lever, your mixture, fuel selector valve, boost pump, prime pump, and a few more instruments. The fuel gauge is the exhaust gas temperature and the cylinder head temp gauge. In addition, I have a digital gauge too. You got cup holders and storage by your feet, plenty of leg room, no problem with comfort there. You got a nice console because unlike some small planes, there's actually room in this plane. If you have a passenger beside you, you're not going to bump shoulders. It's just very nice. It's easy to get to. All the switches are right here. You don't have to really stretch your arm. I'm sitting with the seat fully back, and my arm isn't even locked out. The yoke, the side yoke is right here. It's very easy to move. Doesn't take much effort at all. You can see I have my camera mounts and stuff. Up above you, you've just got some lights, and then the parachute control handle is right here, right there. You just pull that down, and then the parachute blows out the back. And then in the back, I have tent on the windows, but you can see I just got 2 seats. The newer ones have 3 across the rear, and then behind there is the baggage compartment. But all the seats are comfortable in this plane. I've sat in this plane for 4 hours at a time before and not gotten uncomfortable once. My back hasn't hurt, my legs don't hurt, my arms don't hurt. You just bring some snacks and some drinks. You just go along for your flight and enjoy. You know. But this is 5 things I like about the plane. I like the entire plane, really. It's very well designed for a first generation. You know, I have an emergency checklist stuck up here on the glass that you can see through in case something bad happens. You know, I can also refer to that in addition to the regular checklist. You got your compass and the deviation card up there. There's a little light. I love this plane. It's very comfortable. It's the kind of plane where you can fly, you know, 3-4 hour flights all the time and not get uncomfortable with it. You can bring a friend or 2 along. If you pack it full of people, you're going to have to sacrifice some fuel in the wings. But with full fuel, you can bring 2 people and some bags. A little bit less than full, you can bring 3, and if you fill it to the tabs, I'd say 4. But you're going to sacrifice range for people. That's just 5 things I can think that I like about this plane in particular. I like the entire plane because I got a really good plane with really good performance and comfort for a good deal, and I couldn't pass it up. So thank you again. Leave me a comment below. That alarm is annoying. Thank you.